And joining us on the broadcast is John Irith, Senior Policy Director for the Center for Arms Control and Non-Proliferation, with us from Washington, D.C. Thanks very much for being here on the broadcast. Let me begin by asking you for a reaction to what Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has said, essentially warning that this war could turn into a regional conflict. How concerned are you about the situation in the region, and how real, according to you, is the possibility of this war spilling over?
Of course, everyone is concerned about the situation in the Middle East region and the violence that is ongoing, the number of civilian deaths, and the possibility that other parties could become involved. These are all matters of great concern. It is something of a joke, however, that the foreign minister of Russia, whose foreign policy is based on aggression against its neighbors, is expressing concern about somebody else's war. They really should take care of their own house and get out of Ukraine before they get involved in anybody else's business.
What do you make of the US, the UK, Germany asking citizens to leave Lebanon, and the fears that other Iran-backed militant groups could join Hamas in the fight against Israel?
I think there have already been some incidents on the Israel-Lebanon border involving some firing back and forth between Hezbollah and Israeli Defense Forces. So it is a normal precaution that governments take to notify their citizens in the area to be out of harm's way. There are probably thousands of American citizens who are located in that area on both sides of the border right now, and it is normal for the government to be concerned about their safety.
Right. Also, let's just talk about the very fact that the situation in the region with each passing day triggers a lot of concern, also questions over whether or not we're seeing the kind of intervention from other quarters that was perhaps talked about in the past.
It still is very early to tell what is going on and what is going to be happening in the situation. What is very clear is that forces belonging to Hamas carried out a series of attacks in Israel, particularly targeting civilians and non-combatant population. Israel has taken certain measures in response to this that have endangered a great deal of lives in the Gaza Strip and created a potential humanitarian disaster. It remains to be seen the degree to which this is going to affect other situations in the region, and that other regional parties may or may not become involved. But certainly the danger is very real, and it's wise to take the situation very seriously.
Right, that U.S. warship reporting the successful interception of the cruise missiles and drones and the airstrike carried out by Yemen's Houthi rebels, and the U.S. saying the target might not be its naval fleet, but Israel instead. What do you make of that?
I don't have any particular information other than what the Pentagon spokesman has said, but it does sort of make sense. The Houthis have been known for targeting other groups, other places outside of their immediate country. And Israel as a target is something everybody knows where it is. It doesn't move. Naval vessels move and are more difficult to target. So given the weapons involved, it would be logical to assume that they were aiming for something big and stationary like Israel. The U.S. ships happened to be in a position to intercept. They saw something dangerous going on and were able to stop it.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.